Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Z James, and this is Z32 Workshop. And behind me is my 1992 Dodge Stealth RT that I'm continually working on. At the moment, I'm still working on a fuel system, more or less a fuel tank and fuel pump. This video will be about the fuel pump and prepping everything ready to go. More or less getting the old hose off the old fuel sender, getting the old pump off, rewiring, and putting it together. That way I can drop it into the tank, which either of the two I'm going to choose, which I've got it figured out, and that will be the next video of me trying to get that tank taken care of. So, let's get right at it though. This is the fuel pump that came out of the car. I'll get you down, stays down in here so you can see. This is the pump. This is the hose I got to get cut off on doing the work. And then there's a gasket that I got a new one ordered up that I'm going to replace. So I'm going to pull this guy out. So this is a crusty old one. So this comes off as such. That's the float for the fuel. So that's crusty or old. Here's the pump. It is held on with a Phillips head screwdriver, which I'm going to take. Let's see if I can get in there without messing this up. Oh, that's quite difficult. Oh, and that's the, well, that just ripped instantaneously. Crud. So obviously this guy is a problem. I've known about that other guys have had issues with on getting this thing removed. Hopefully you guys can see it halfway decently. I've got to get the right screwdriver and see if I can get it off. So time warping me messing with this. Wow. Okay, that was good. Oh shit. Hold on here. We can't get it. Oh, let's go back. Yeah, there we go. Big bottle, big bottle. You don't know. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. That's it. That's Friday. Wow. I didn't know it was going on. Oh, shit. Oh, it's not oh, wow. You don't need to do that. Look at this. It's not fucking good. Holy shit. Well, do you want? Holy shit, this is getting cool. Fine, gotcha. What absolute nightmare. Yes. Paint and France. Alright, over here. Now, you do it yourself. Boom! Off time warp. Pain in the butt. I end up having to cut slots into the top of the head to actually get enough torque on it to get this to fit or to come off. I was hitting with heat, a little WD-40. Best answer was a Dremel to notch it, not once, but twice, and get it deep. And then that should allow me to pop this off. Oh, come here. Yep. That's the guy that holds it. Let's see here. Out of this is you've got a ground and a plug you got to get rid of. Ground is right there. Hopefully that's not a problem. Are you kidding me, guys? Wow. Give these guys credit. They freaking don't know what they're doing when it comes to being just stuck. That's a little too much, but let's hit that with some heat. So this comes out. This should wiggle loose. Yep. This has got a clip. And that looks like you can push in with a screwdriver and twist. And there you go. Simple, not too shabby. This has got a rubber grommet at the end, and you can see the pickup situation they've got going on here for this guy. This also has a gasket and stuff in the inside of this for the tip of this guy. Well, yeah. See how it slides in, pulls out. Part of the reason I was doing this is just so I got this lighter and easier to move around on, because I still got to get this guy off. And I am still trying to figure out how I want to rotate. Because this end here does not move. This does. So I need to brace this guy to clamp on to torque on it. So let me get it onto the vise over here, and we'll try it that way. All right, so I like some of you. Oh, I do that. Oh, it's just a pain. Oh yeah. Perfect. Now I got this braced to where it shouldn't go anywhere. And then all this takes is a 19 millimeter. Whoa! 19 millimeters to get straight off. Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome. And that's what it took. By the way, I have a replacement for these. So let's go back onto this. Move on over to here. Okay. So, as you guys can see, let's get this out of the way. Move the tools I don't need out of the way. Hopefully you guys can still see this. Okay, fuel pumps off, hangers off. Got this guy out of the way, which was a pain in the butt. This is trash. I'm gonna need a different one of these. So let's take a look at the new fuel pump. It's got its own pickup. This is a USMN Professional Series fuel pump. I just got it off of Rock Auto. 20 bucks. Nothing too. So okay, let's see if this will be. Oh yeah, that should plug directly in. So this is the pickup. This is the nozzle on the end. Let's take a look at it comes with assorted wiring and filter sock. So let's open this up. God dang it. It does have a connector if you're going to a different style fuel pump, but yeah, those look exactly the same. So I'm not going to redo the wiring here. I'm going to leave it be. What I am going to do is get the filter sock and stuff on. And then I should be able to change over. Oop. That's the old one. Here's the new one. See, now this is where the difference is. You can see it in the pucks. And this is where it clamps on differently. I'm going to see what this looks like before I get too hog wild here. And see if I need to modify this puck or modify the bracket. Because realistically, I can modify the bracket too. Just trace out what needs to be cut out, trimmed out. Because it's just holding it all together. So what else we got going on here? Nope. Sorry, I got multiple filter socks. That'd be this guy, other one. All sorts of fun stuff. It comes with a new rubber gasket, the upper hose, which is up in there. Ooh, see that? I gotta get that out. I gotta get that fixed. Need a pick. Pick. That was one of them coming out. It's the old one. There's the new one. Yep. Here's the deal with this guy. Because I'm assuming it's got to do like this. So what I need is not a little WD-40. I'd rather have a little motor oil. I kind of just douse this in motor oil. Because it makes life a lot easier on sliding these little bitty pieces together. And of course, my clothes got a hole in it. Because this slides in like that on top of that guy. And I think this guy was on top. That's weird. I don't know if that's a restrictor, if it was meant to hold that gasket in. Well, it doesn't do anything other than possibly hold the gasket in, but I should be able to connect my connector back on, which is great. That's new power. Connect up the pump all the way in. That should be gasketed all the way out. Next up is, let's see here, filter sock. Which it gives me two. I'm using the bigger of the two. And I'm ditching gloves. Hopefully this isn't too bad for you guys. And I think, if I know right, there's this little ADB clasp in here that helps hold the filter sock on. What you doing? Just hold on. Back up. Hold the sock on. Okay, no. Hold it back up a second. See, and then that's how this is supposed to go, but this won't sit flush. So we're gonna do some quick modification. Actually, can I use, hang on, might be able to get away with using the old one. Nope, not gonna work best. She's really flimsy. Been contoured pretty damn well. to that guy. Whereas this guy is right where it needs to be. So hang on, we're gonna pause for a second. All right, back guys. We're gonna modify, not the bracket. We're gonna do a little twofold. We're gonna modify, because you can see this will go into the hole here, right there. And we can't necessarily, I can knock off these two tabs here, which will be fine, shouldn't do anything. And then I will probably take this plastic right here, which is a little bit of rubber. So I'm gonna start cutting this, and this will be time warped as well. So hopefully you guys can see me monkeying around with this, because I need to get that knocked off and this here. So all right, let's change time warp. 1, 3, 2, 1. Woo, woo, woo. Boom, off time warp again. Basically, I modified the new rubber bottom to match the bracket, because that still keeps it centered. All it took was a razor blade and just some time. Just cutting and trimming around. So I am thinking I'm going to try putting this piece in the top. It was this way from what I could tell, and I think it just helps spacing things out inside the tube here for doing that. And the only thing that's left is these little guys, which are turning into a pain in the butt. I think they hold this. Oh yeah, yep, they do. So I am trying to get this guy onto this without being a problem. So let me get that in and we'll be done with this. Or at least getting the pump taken care of. Next one. All right. It's on the way. Sure, so I'm going to slamming it in, hitting a little bit of oil on this gasket here, get around. This won't hurt anything of the fuel pump to start with. It will just help it get going the first time around. So we're going to slip this guy into this tube. Where it was facing down like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're going to slip this guy around because it was in like this. Push it in. Oh, hands. I'll take you out of the way. Push you in. Oh, come on. See, that's where the problem's coming in. Dude, the shit out of this guy. Slip it in. Slip it in. There we go. See how it just popped right in. Take our rubber along with this guy. Center it up. Flip it around. Go around. Pick up. Come on, stay in there, bud. I need you to play nice. What the heck? Oh, come on. Huh. Am I being dumb here? Hang on a second. I'm being dumb. Being dumb, guys. Just dawned on me. Oh, wow. I'll have to edit that. See how I was using that as a peg to hold? It's not. It's where the screw goes. So the way to do this is to chop this guy with a notch in the back to get it so it would work. So back to the knife, back to time warp. So go. You're not through. There we go. Boom, off time warp. Woo! What a pain in the butt. Hopefully that can shows you what's going on. This should be good. Take a look at that. The screws back in, even with the notches. Filter socks on. Connection plugged in. Gasketed here should be good. So we should be ready to rock and roll to put this back in the tank. Along with a new gasket, which I got ordered, and when I throw it in, we'll take a look at it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. My only concern is when I was trying to pull this off, I split this pipe, and we won't know that until later. Big thing I had to do is modify the rubber grommet. I could have tried using the old one. I just felt like this is pretty pliable. So I was like, let's try a new one. What's going on? Here's the old one. Oh, and then there's that stupid latch thing to hold the basket in. That should be fine. That's these guys. Yeah, I may have to put that back in. So anyway, that should do it for this video. If you guys have any comments or questions, please hit me up. I'm pretty responsive. This is a slow project for me. I mean, it's coming up to winter, so it needs to be fast. But this is taking longer than I wanted to deal with this freaking fuel tank. I was more or less trying to get a tank and do stuff, and then this stuff, getting a new pump in, which I've never done before, not even on a 300ZX or any other car, knock on wood. So yeah, that should do it. If you guys have any comments or questions, please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. Slowly getting closer and closer to being monetized. I have enough subscribers. I just now need to get enough hours because YouTube does the algorithm and does stuff. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.